No bruising on that side. So then I'm going to palpate one at a time. So that pulse is strong but not bounding, which is good. Good. And then we're going to do your lymph nodes real quick. So you have some postocular, preocular, submental, submandibular, superficial, deep cervical, and then I'm going to have you hunch but also lift your shoulders for me. Good. And this is your supraclavicular lymph node. Back down. Perfect. I'm going to check for tenting right now. So this is checking your skin turgor. There was no tenting, which means you're nice and hydrated. And then I'll have you go ahead and lay down for me, please. Perfect. I'm just going to check, make sure I didn't miss anything. So washed hands, brief overview, vitals, shoulders and arms, range of motion, palpate radial and brachial, head I inspected and checked, the hair as well. I inspected the eyes, they were perla, nose, mouth, ears, and neck, all checked out as well as the neck and thorax area, palpated the thyroid. So now I'm going to start by checking for JVD, which I see none. If there were, I would raise the bed to 45 degrees and see when that JVD then disappears. I'm checking the neck and chest area. I'm checking over the skin, making sure everything looks well. I don't notice any lesions or anything like that. Skin is warm and dry. Perfect. So I am going to go ahead and listen to your heart sounds. We'll start at the aortic. Good, I don't hear any bruits. So next I'll move to the second inner. Could you mind moving your arm there? Perfect. And I just move it. I don't hear a touch. So second intercostal space. And then third for Erb's point. Gonna move your shirt down a touch. Fourth for tricuspid. Fifth for mitral. And sixth for apical. Okay, and I did not hear any bruits, so now I'm going to go ahead and inspect the abdomen. I'm just going to raise your shirt up a little bit. Perfect. So I'm noting shape of it. I'm not seeing any lesions, discoloration, swelling, masses, or anything like that. So then I'm going to auscultate starting in the right lower quadrant. Moving to the right upper, left upper, and left lower. Have you had a bowel movement yet today?
Yeah.
Okay. So next I'm going to be percussing, which is that tapping again, okay? So we don't want to hear anything dull, because that could mean a mass, but it could also mean just there's some stool, and then we're also going to see that your liver is dull too. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. So we can hear that right here is a little duller because your liver. Okay, so now I'm going to do some light palpation, so that's going to be some light pressure, okay? Wonderful, I don't feel anything hard, like a mass. So now I'm going to check for deep palpation. So this is going to be a little bit of a harder push. Okay, perfect. So I didn't feel anything wrong or hard there, which is what we like to see. So now I'm going to be listening for your arteries. Again, listening for bruits. So I'm going to start at your aortic. Then I'm going to move down to renal, which is slightly above your belly button. And I'm not hearing any bruits. So then iliac is just below your belly button. Good, perfect. And then I will also take for your femoral pulse. For this, I may actually need you to take your pants off, so I'm going to block the camera while we get that set, and then you can be under the blanket. Brief intermission. Good? Wonderful. Okay. So I'm going to also take for your femoral pulse, which is just right in your leg crease, okay? So would you mind actually lifting up one knee? Yep, perfect. So I'm going to find an outside close first. Okay. Okay, I'm listening. I don't hear any bruise on that side. Would you mind doing the same on the other side? Perfect. I hear no bruise. So now I'm going to palpate. Make sure that they're symmetrical. Lift. Yep, good. Okay. Okay. So it is symmetrical, which is perfect. And now I'm going to go ahead and check your legs. Do you mind if I uncover them fully? Nothing will show yet.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So I'm assessing for skin, dry and warm. I'm sorry, I know my hands are cold. Muscle tone feels symmetrical in both legs, which is what we like to see. So then I'm going to go ahead and check for your popliteal pulse, which is behind your knee. So this one is difficult to find, but I know that if I can feel your pulses down here, then we're okay. So now I'm checking your post-tibialis pulse, which I can feel, so then we know that your popliteal is all set. Good. And then your dorsalis pedis pulse, which I can feel. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to be checking your sensation. Sorry, low battery. Okay. I'm checking your sharp and dull sensation, okay? So I'm going to do this 8 times. You just let me know if you feel a sharp or a dull poke, okay? I'm going to give you an example. So this is sharp and this is dull. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sharp.
Yep.
Dull.
Yep.
Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Dull.
Yep.
Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Dull.
No, sharp.
Sharp. Dull.
Yes.
Sharp.
That one is dull. That's okay. That's okay. You did pretty well. You did pretty well, which is what we like to see. So now I'm going to go ahead and let you put your pants back on. I'll lift this back up. Okay, we're good. Okay, sit back down, please. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm checking for your reflex right here. I don't have the tool to do it, but I'm just going to use my hand, okay? Good, perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to get you out of bed, but first I'm going to get your shoes on. You can do it yourself too if you want. I don't know if it makes you uncomfortable. Wait, that one I almost got. Okay, so I'm going to have you get up out of bed. Good, wonderful. So I'm going to have you close your eyes and just stand as straight and still as you can for 30 seconds. Okay, ready, go. You're doing really well. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. You passed the Romberg test. Good standing, please. And I'm going to have you just turn that way, yep, and I'm going to have you walk just as you would normally. Good. Okay, now come back, please, and then we're going to do toe to heel. Heel to toe. All right, perfect. I just have a few more questions, so if you want to sit down, you can. Would you say that you're a fairly active person? Do you work out during the week?
Yeah.
How many times do you work out per week?
3 or more.
Okay, and then usually how long does that exercise last when you are exercising?
30-ish minutes.
Okay, perfect. So fairly active then. And then what would you say about your nutrition? Do you try to fit in fruits and veggies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you try to get like a well-balanced diet? What would you say your diet is like?
It's pretty healthy. Yeah.
Okay. Well then perfect. So then for your Braden scale, I would give you a score of 23. And your head to toe assessment is now over. So thank you so much for being my patient.
You're welcome.
Okay.